that Ferry, which a lot of people sort of kind of been like, but why? It's been years since Vanilla. You don't have to do this to her anymore, Sad Games. Why do you hate her? And Lancelot,
the skill gap character herself.
The skill gap character, right? You know, when she would use her skills in the gap of neutral, it's like you don't understand the connotations of those words. That's low-key my own running theory about that. But here we go. Iago taking things to full screen. But Xenzri trying to rush down with this Lancelot. Of course, y'all do see that we just had a Matcherino code redeemed. Be sure to check that out below. We already had $10 donated by Busto Sheep, or Busto Wolf, I think it was. Let me double check the name. I know Busta is involved with it. Busta Sheep FGC, yes. Because, yeah, well, Busta Wolf is the OG name, I think, and Busta Sheep is the Anila variant, if you will. Oh, catch him?
Ooh. Yeah, caught with the 236M. Got some little changes with that one, so it actually makes it a little bit easier to catch, roll, and such. So, might see that a bit more, but right now, Xenzri already taking Iago to the corner. This is going to be some pretty nice damage. Going for a reset. Puts himself in the corner.
A little dubious there, but, you know, we'll do anything in the name of a mix-up, it seems. But now Iago has the central screen spacing, sends out the ultimate GG. Overhead, but no conversions really available. A couple of pokes. Xenzri now will spend some of the ultimate gauge to try and close the gap. Iago will spend a brave counter just to maintain pressure. And ultimate DP.
Yeah, just great timing to catch, but another great ultimate DP to take the round for Iago. All right. A pretty intense first round of all things.
Very true, very true. And there's nothing quite like sending a DP at your enemy after they DP'd you. It's like, I could do that too, you know. How does it feel, bucko? Well, I like this actually, using the pole to put Xenzri into the corner. However, a 6XL finds the way out. We're going to side swap as well. Launch with the with dash heavy, excuse me, actually. So, kind of an interesting combo riding choice. We try to go for the throw shimmy. Iago doesn't bite, instead waits and finds the next brave counter. Both sides down to 2 points apiece. Next one to spend is going to be taking extra damage on hits, but it's Xenzri who finds the next hit with the overhead. Going to be a corner launch, and depending on how this optimization station goes, not able to build a bar to get a kill, unless we get the restand here. Very nice.
Yeah, that is still one of the things you have to worry about. Lancelot has quite a few ways just to extend their combos and make it so it feels like it never ends. Ooh, okay. At the very least, we're now getting this full screen part for Iago, but doesn't last for long.
We say, came right back. We try to go for a little ultimate skill shimmy. The pull range on that has been increased, so there's a little more viable ranges for it. So Iago trying to kind of experiment with potential use for that adjustment. And even there, right, trying to use that vacuum effect to get some plus frames. But Xenzri will be forced out. Iago down to a single brave point, baits the DP, punish the start as well. And Lancelot with this reduced HP might not be much longer for the world. The throw will close it out. And Iago is going to take game one here.
Very, very nicely done. Still kind of showing Ferry, still a very low damage character. It does kind of feel like a Death of 1,000 Cuts, but it really goes to show that Iago is pretty good with their defense, and right here is able to transfer their defense into a pretty nice offense. However, not getting the most amount of damage, even after a nice little instant overhead. Since the damage was lowered, it's not that much, but you're going to be feeling it here. Going to the corner. That DP actually worked? Okay.
Yeah, no. One of those things. Even Ferry can get that sometimes, but Xenzri's going to bust on out. Ultimate forward skill, a tick throw as well, just to get some damage onto Iago. We bait Gbhfo this time, and now Xenzri has his own build, a combo in the corner. Should be able to get a very simple kill. Gonna Raging Chain at the end. Drops it at the 5 heavy, however.
It's only the 1 BP is going to be taking some extra damage here. Wonder. Yeah, had to find an extra hit, and with that 2-2U, gonna be catching as an anti-air as well. That is one of the nice things about that DP. It is also still a great functioning anti-air for Lancelot.
And I like that approach too. Like, you notice Ferry was in there. It's like, you know what? Like, this means you can't block this DP and really do much about it. I think I got you getting the rights here, so I like that decision making. Brave counter is gonna whip. We wake up pressing a button. We'll eat a counter hit for it. Now Iago's gonna get a little bit of damage. Hey, yo, we got grab loops?
We got loops? Ooh, and the throw into GG. Has a good amount of meters here as well. Can we go into the super? Yes, we can. here we go. A perfect for Iago. Very, very nicely done. Honestly, those combos are pretty stylish. Not gonna lie. That's actually really cool.
Of all the things that Ferry has received in this patch, style is certainly one thing that she is walking away with, right? We didn't even get to see her use her new Ed-like combos with her buffed up Skybound art, but Xenzri now trying to go for the next hit. And catch Iago walking back and forth, trying to manually block. And a block button would have sufficed, but, you know, it is something that is a little unwieldy at times for, I think, many people of this genre of fighting games to get accustomed to. Xenzri going to go ahead and spend the Skybound gauge. Iago at death's door here, has to hold the plus range. Brave canceled the perfect moment, but here we go. Ultimate Beppo, sick 'em.
Oh, and yeah, just the wall jump. JL gonna be getting a game for Xenzri. We're going on to game number 3 for our first game of the night.
That doesn't tell you we're in it for the long haul, Koyo. I don't know what else will symbolize it.
Very,
counter,
very
get
true.
Off of me. Catch him at the end. Just a little bit of neutral. We're scouting out the next opportunities here. Iago already down to a single break point. This is pretty a tenuous situation for them, actually, because they get touched. It's an extra 30% damage, but never mind touching Ferry. Let's get our hands on some Lancelot. I love it, using the pole to put Lancelot towards the corner, just to box him in there. Now, how do you escape?
Ooh, with that ultimate DP, nice use of the meter, has been very good at just about using a ton of these ultimate skills. Like this, gets the pressure, nice with the dive kick, causes Xenzri to want to use the Brave Counter, but Brave Counter from Iago, down to 0, gonna be taking a ton of extra damage if they get hit, but Xenzri, looking low on life, does not want to go in like this. Very good ultimate DP once again, just a little bit of life, any touch is gonna do it, and there it is with the far L. Iago taking the round once again onto match point.
All right, very well controlled. Pretty much classic Ferry gaming, and nice anti-airs with Beppo. It's honestly probably like her best anti-air at this point in the game. However, 2H and its rewards certainly pay higher dividends in the consistency of the Beppo sick anti-airs. But here comes Xenzri with a great challenge. But Iago going to stuff the fireball, pull him on in with the ultimate, tries to go for a little throw shimmy with the dive kick. And Xenzri push Iago towards the corner. And slowly but surely, death of 1,000 cuts, and they are starting to add up here, Koyo.
My goodness, just a little bit more for Iago, but the ultimate Southern Cross, taking it for Xenzri. Goes to the other side, thought that they could Brave Counter, does it here. 0 BP for Iago. And the DP gets baited!
Oh, this is massive! You got no Brave Counters. Lancelot has the wall, and Ferry goes down in its final game, final round here between these competitors. Oh, Grand Blue. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Absolutely love it. Already, good counter hit in the corner. Yes, bends the BP.
What a delay button press right there, catching Xenzri, trying to press the Brave Counter, but it's mash on mash violence. We get for the side swap. We're going to link the 6 light into the close heavy slash, and now we're going to get the wall set up here. Where do we set up? It's going to be Fireball. But look at this, Iago with the crossover, actually able to put Xenzri in the corner. Now I'm mixing you, son.
Absolutely fearless. Gets the hit with the close heavy, but not going to be able to get much else. Oh, but catches the 2U. Can't quite finish it off, but still, chip range is going to be available quite soon. Just needs a little bit more. DP.
Engager. Massive jump in. Get the side swap as well.
No. Okay. Is this
going to be enough?
Oh my goodness, Xenzri. They take it 2-1 over Iago. After all of that, it felt so... BLaggen on Lucilius. This character got a ton of buffs in the patch. And this character shaping up to probably be one of the biggest winners in the patch overall.
He certainly is. He's not really like a low-tier, mid-tier threat, but rather a contender for a high-tier spot. His win condition and overall strategy is so much more obtainable in this version of the game. You're going to be watching this blade level increase rapidly. Right there, we've got a whole blade level from the Iscariot follow-up, but Shao is going to go ahead and just get a regular throw down. Trying to keep BLaggen in this corner. Barrios blade level 3. Goes in the gap. Massive 2H here. There's going to be big damage.
Oh, man. Yeah, already a ton to go through. Going to be one more hit. Still has 50 meter as well, so can use it on the ultimate fireball if they ever decide to do it. But right now, Shao, not looking in the best spots, but the back throw incident. It happened to you.
Yep, and look at this, the run up heavy, actually able to frame trap. I'm not sure if BLaggen tried to throw a little too late or tried to press a little too late, but they got blown up for it. Shao able to take a close first round.
Ooh, and another good hit for Shao to start things off. Gonna be taking this over to the corner. Plus frames.
Yep. But another throw. If at first you don't succeed, just throw him again. I like this. The mash out from BLaggen. Going to use the Phosphorus to launch, link into the Fireball. Ultimate Iscariot is going to be there for the damage, but I don't think it's one of the versions that does give him that extra level up. Shao with the mash tech. Hey, yo, hold up! Who got them? Like them Eustace combos? Where'd she learn those? Hold up, that's sick.
Same team as Eustace, so, you know,
Yeah,
took some
right.
pointers. Oh, the double fireball? Oh, nice! He uses the teleport to get around the Brave counter. That's a kill? Oh my goodness, BLaggen. What a nice call out right there. Okay, okay, I see you. Ooh, okay, Clash on the specials right there too.
Yeah, and you saw that BLaggen was also ready, right, for dodge to avoid the fireball situation there. Shao, you get the combo, and in the combo with a DP, Brass Sword. Lucifer trying to get some offense started. Nice. We're just in the reversal once again. Say, get off of me, devil.
Still in this corner. Shao looking pretty nice. There we go with the 2-2H. Going to the Thunderbird. Are we going to cash out into the super? Seems so. Get rid of another one of the BP. Do some extra damage. Nearly dead. And there we go. Shao with the meaty. Going to be taking game number 1.
Explosive between the two. We got to see the damage that Beatrix can do. And we're also seeing the potential that Lucilius has. BLaggen basically getting up to level 5 in almost all the rounds. He certainly secured the first one. Last one just because Shao held most of the momentum. It's a little harder for Lucifer to get that power strike. The dive kick, it's plus frames, and Shao says enough of that. And so again, these little low 2L mashes from BLaggen. Plus frames into the throw. These DPs going unchecked.
Ooh, nice block on the auto combo overhead. I also like that. Just kind of sit behind the projectiles, go into stance, gain a little bit more of that blade level. Really does help out, and especially here, gonna be getting some good damage. Almost at level 5. Cashes out into the super. Look at this damage as well. Pretty nice. Just needs one more hit. But we also have the Delta Clock for Shao. Gonna be looking pretty good. How much damage can we get out of this? Does have the meter for SSBA. I'll probably be using it here. Here we go. Linked it as well. That's going to be some even more damage. What is this? Oh, pretty dang nice.
But there it is again. BLaggen able to check the approach from Shao. These mashes from BLaggen have been absolutely crucial. Shao has not been able to time the offense correctly. But again, these aggressive DPs from Shao consistently calling out the gaps in BLaggen's offense, or even at the end of Shao's turns to say, nah, I'm not done with you yet.
Oh my goodness, walk out of the corner, get the throw. Oh yeah, you can't challenge there. BC still plus. Oh, and just the walk back into the close heavy. That's some great damage. Has a ton to work with here. Probably gonna be one touch away. Yeah, throw will be able to do it here. Oh, didn't believe.
Not able to find the hit. This is pretty rough for BLaggen. We're down into chip range here, and there it is again. Just the DP every single time that BLaggen has any kind of advantage. Shao just says, my turn.
Ooh, getting through with the low. Back to the corner in a good clash, but can't really sidestep that. Shao already taking the early lead once again. Okay. No.
A little too stubby. Do get the Iscariot here, so BLaggen going to be able to get the blade level 2 at the end of this pressure sequence. Not able to get a link. Counter hit from riding free means that Shao will push BLaggen into the corner. BLaggen be getting hit.
Yeah, and this should be it right here with the SBA. Shao doing really nice, putting on a show, really showing off. Beatrix didn't really get touched.
Remember anything about it, but what I do remember right now is that we're in our crossplay ladder, and we got our next game coming up. It's going to be Semi versus Fjord. Fjord on that Anila, another character with a couple of light buffs in this patch. I swear I didn't forget about her. I just forgot to upload her. This is my YouTube.
She's got the new golden ratio buff, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, y'all don't know. Read Kototu0, comment on my YouTube video, and be in for a treat. And then send me a clip.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
And we also got Zooey from Semi.
Action. I have no idea what it does.
No idea what it does. No one does. Oh, here we go. 2U. Flock to the future. And Zooey, another character that's seen quite a few buffs, right? Her JU is an absolutely cracked button on counter hit right now, leading to some funny situations, but overall makes it a threatening air-to-air presence. And some buffs to her lightning special move as well for more practical use in combos and pressure. Couple quality life things too, but oh, there it is. That 6 heavy confirm that we've been seeing for quite a while now. Fjord's gonna push Semi to the corner. Try to run some offense.
6-6M, not expecting it quite yet. But even still, being put in this corner, yeah, you're gonna want to spend something. That UDP still gonna be pretty nice just to get out of there. But the 2U, we've seen that for Fjord hit quite a few times. I think almost everyone knows that 2U, kind of the esports button. Extremely long range, and considering sweeps can be canceled into specials, even on block, makes it a really, really safe button to go for in neutral. So, probably gonna be seeing a whole lot of that button being used.
We're also going to see a little bit more of the medium Flock to the Future and beyond. It does have a wall bounce now, so Anila does have some full screen presence and threat. Once she gets to that 50% meter, she's able to capitalize and snowball with some of her ultimate skills to follow up. Semi, though, trying to jump on in with Zooey's jump. They're trying to contest the space. Look at this going right over, not able to confirm. I think Semi had to go for a close light, and I think that was close medium, but I could be mistaken. 6XL, full combo right here. Too far to get the new links, and oh no, we're dropping. Hate to see that on Semi's side.
He's still in a pretty decent spot, going for the super to catch the plus frames. Semi looking pretty good here. Does it kill? It does! Just enough right there. We'll be taking a round back.
Battle 3.
All right, Battle 3 once again. Now we're just trading barbs in neutral. The jump ins from Semi, this time not able to get a link still. It can be a little difficult at times. Spot dodge into the back throw. Excellent reaction from Fjord. Semi will wake up with ultimate DP.
Now just putting Fjord in this corner. Can we keep them there? That is the question. So far, gonna be yes. Good throw.
JU, and look at that throw shimmy coming your way. Wyvern combos as well. We get the combo limit hit. Trying to run offense here. Fjord not spending the meter on any sort of reversal, just waiting their turn. Close enough for
go in. Ooh. Okay, but even still, back to the mid screen now. This is where Anila wants to play, but Semi is going in with that 6XL. Fearless, taking the game.
Believe in victory. Battle
Let's see.
1.
Can they continue that aggression? Probably still just gonna be looking for some of these spinning slashes in the mid screen, but right now, it's gonna be going in, putting Fjord into the corner.
Okay. Vanity just to relieve the pressure. Fjord trying to maintain a little bit of this offense. Has a bit of a health deficit. As Semi's creating a little bit more space.
Good tech on the throw. Fjord not really able to police some of these 6XLs, but a good Raging Strike getting rid of 2 BP for Semi. There we go once again. Semi using their last Raging Strike, but at least getting this all the way to the corner. Throw. Yeah. And then I think the Lightning Pops would have comboed into it as well, so even more damage after that.
So many layers on that, and phenomenal work on everybody. I'm seeing tons of codes being claimed in our overlay here as y'all are crushing it on the match arena. Thank you so much for doing that. You can see Semi having a bit of offensive pressure right here. It's getting better as the game has gone on, I would argue. Just getting some more of the confirms a little tighter. However, Fjord's going to get the counter hit.
Yeah, now noticing not all of the spinning slashes are plus. think it's only the H version that is.
Ooh, but
Yeah, but still was able to bait the DP for Fjord, and now Semi has the corner, sets up the lightning. What's it going to be? The overhead you didn't fuzzy block. And that's going to be Semi taking the set to...
And Narmaya. Both characters seeing some changes here and there. Cagliostro getting some like streamline changes, right? So like her reversals with the spare bodies behaving a little more consistently to other reversals, so she spawns on the ground instead of in the air on the ultimate versions. A couple adjustments to her traps, facing some reversions to the vanilla version of the game. A little more utility in combos, but some of the old setups have also been messed with, so the characters have to find new ways to kind of route into particular things.
But I also want to talk about Dragalia. Dragalia has been playing a decent amount for Rising, and honestly has been improving quite a bit. Just a few days ago, they actually got top 8 at WAS. Another bracket that I was actually commentating for was doing really well there, so I'm still excited just to see their progress here. But against Merp, it's gonna be really, really hard. Still though, pretty close of a round 1.
Indeed, indeed. We get the little cross-up right there, very cheeky from Dragalia. The throw comes out as well. And the close heavy actually going to be able to catch, but we're not going to get too much of a combo afterwards. Merp escapes the corner. He's going to have a combo to set up as well, so we'll see what kind of traps they prefer to go through. Just going to charge the 5U a couple of times. Dragalia goes for the cross-up with the Crescent Moon, but look at that, the throw bait with an airborne spare body. And now Merp has the corner, but mistimes the throw that Dragalia teched, and now we're able to weather out the storm. We don't fall for the throw bait. Setting up the ultimate Mihen.
Now there's no meter for Merp, and yeah, just the U Crescent Moon going in. Dragalia takes the round right there. So we are getting to see Merp really just going to be trying to use a ton of these ultimate skills. They are still really good for Cag. Even if the air spare body is not as good anymore, it is still a reversal that she absolutely needs to use. Ooh, cross up. Same side. Oh, but the spare body.
Yeah, Dragalia patient enough not to bite on that, so there's no 2H whiff punishing there, but Merp with the ultimate Alexandria is going to go ahead, get some extensions cooking, get some side swap action, set up the Mihens, and there it is, the dashing overhead to catch Dragalia. Merp will take game 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
That is one of the nice things about Cag. Has so many different ways to catch people off guard, especially with that 6XM as well. So you really, really have to be confident on your defense when fighting this character. And so far, Dragalia has been pretty nice with it. Still going with that DP just to try to get through. Yeah, just a lot of these late mashes trying to see about mash teching any throws, but Merp has been using that to their advantage. Now, still has them somewhat in the corner, but just with all these Crescent Moons getting this back to the mid-screen, don't really get too much more. Merp just pushing them still around.
The DP, we go for the throw crush. Oh, but we overcommitted. We had the hit, didn't convert off of it. Instead, we try to get more Crescent Moon shenanigans. The side swaps again from Dragalia, catching Merp unawares. The Brave counter against the setup. And we're not in range, actually. We had time to run up and punish the ultimate spare body, but Dragalia misses that opportunity. Doesn't matter. Finds the mash. Will stabilize with the Raging Strike and Chain, but the damage reduction is going to put them in a dour spot. Nah, you got swatted out of that?
I cannot believe that you decided to mash there. Like, there was not an animation going on before that. You saw it and said, yeah, I can do this.
That's a crazy reaction from Merp. Not sure if it was calculated or lucky, but we take those regardless. Cross is going to catch Dragalia. Look at this, alternating between the options, right? Not going for slow overheads, but instead opting for fast frame trap lows. And now, a poke out. We commit to the ultimate Alexandra, get the wall splat, but the combo will fall a little short there. Cagliostro in full control here. The DPS gets baited. Dragalia seems a little more antsy on defense with each passing second, Koyo.
Yeah. So sets up the air trap as well. Now this is an opportunity. Dragalia getting the air crescent. Going all in. Still has their meter too. Okay, this should be some big damage. Has SBA available. Gonna be putting Merp down to just the 1 BP. I think that's it. There we go. Around for Dragalia.
All right. fighting all the way through. Merp wins this one, and they will take the set in the latter portion. Dragalia, though, would love to force a game 3, right? Trying to chance to prove the win record. We didn't even get a full combo there, actually. Merp was trying to press in between. Got caught out by that, but the spare body snipes the Crescent Moon in mid-air. Going for several knee hens. Brave counter wars.
Gets rid of the trap at the very least, and it's on cooldown from Merp, so don't have to worry about that for too long right now. Maybe finds their way out, gets the plus frames, but not too much.
Not able to anti-air. Please don't check it yet again. 6XL is not going to catch him. No, just enough of a gap. Dragalia tried to wake up with a mash. Rather mashing the Brave counter, but instead Raging Strike came through, and Merp will clean it up in the corner, taking it 2-0 over Dragalia. But on screen, as well as our second Lucilius of the evening. And Khalil, I'm so sorry. I've cranked up a few things. I had my gain way low on my Elgato Wave thing, so I added about 10 decibel levels to it. So hopefully I'm coming through a little more balance and you can tweak with that. I give you more to work with. But right now, Yosonar has to work with this corner positioning.
Now, these are two characters that I think actually got really nicely buffed during the patch. And we're, for most part, just seeing how Lucilius has gotten buffed, keeping Yosonar in the corner for so long. But we're also getting to see finally them breaking out. Probably going to get to see some good amount of the rat races come through. Eustace's fireballs have actually also been buffed, if I'm correctly. They're now plus, which is a scary thought.
Yeah, when they are charged, you do get plus frames forward. The medium and the light version also have different timings, so the opponent can't just autopilot their dodges to deal with both of them. Oh, and Forever try to run up with the Raging Strike, but Sonar was able to disengage. However, you get checked!
Yeah, unfortunate right there. The teleport just gonna be going straight through all the projectiles just like that. And once again, now we got Strike, throw Lucilius. Putting Yosonar back into the corner. Shades of the first round, if anything. Okay, but the back throw incident into the green bomb. Okay, nice. Gonna be getting the full combo off that. Not getting all their meter back.
No, not quite. And that was a bold move on Forever's side as well, going for a mash against the ultimate rat race. Don't forget, even on block, and I believe on hit, it does not disappear, so you still have the grenade when you're in those corner situations. Yosonar now just holding ground, able to interrupt the ultimate fireball from Lucifer, or Lucilius, as his English name is.
Yeah, so this time, filling the screen up with those projectiles. It is still scary about the teleport, but the slide, not to worry about. But once again, the teleport just going straight through, getting the combo. Blade level looking pretty nice, already at 2. Now, it's going to be keeping you in the corner for a little bit.
Spot dodge against our stance light. Rat race will come down. An ultimate DP, right? Calling out the not a safe jump. Oh, and here we go, the back throw incident as well. Yosonar now with some great positioning, trying to keep Forever in this corner, but a well-timed 5L will relieve the pressure. Launching with Phosphorus, extending with Iblis. Ultimate Iscariot for the damage. And we're almost at that blade level 5. There it is, the Tessera Shimmy.
There we go. GBHForever taking game number 1 on this Lucilius. But even still, Yosonar has been fighting pretty well. Probably gonna have to make some adaptations, has to kind of wait out some of these teleports like that. I can't really just throw out too many projectiles, especially full screen. It does feel like GBHForever is just going to do a little bit of a reaction, maybe a little prediction, get so much out of it too. Damage is so in their favor right here. Oh, but the little walk forward actually puts GBHForever in the corner for that teleport.
Brave counter will buy us some plus frames. Not quite able to skip the neutral with Tessera. Yosonar holding this corner positioning. Oh, we went way too far. Didn't cancel our slide. Nearly in time. The next side swap as well. And now we're at blade level 5. Lucilius is at full power here.
Spending the VC just to get out of that pressure for at least a little bit. Nice dodge on the ultimate skill, but once again another teleport. You weren't blocking, and that's another round for GBHForever.
Battle 2.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a lot of that just continuing on the fireballs from Lucilius and then just a teleport to get around things. So it feels like Yosonar is just going to be having such a hard time really keeping up a lot of this full screen pressure.
Pushing down the gap, we're pushing forever to this corner. We're going to get the EX Rat Race to combo. Full pickup here as well. Extending this as far as we can. Going to drop the Skybound art as well.
Doing a good grip of damage right there. Alright, still getting through around the teleport. But the BC says otherwise. Nice safe jump, but tried to dodge to see if there was going to be a guard cancel. Didn't have the meter for the Raging Chain. Finish it off. But another block, both at 0 BP, but yeah, just the fireball to get through. Alright, I'm wondering if Yosonar is going to take this different approach. If I can't zone you out too well, at least I'm going to try to play up close, but it seems like GBHForever is going to be taking that exact same idea. Get the corner as soon as possible, and then just keep you here. Play level 2 already, another throw,
Lord.
Yosonar looking low.
This will get spot dodge, but Tessera able to avoid the air normal from Yosonar. We get ourselves a little bit of ground. What a tech on that throw as well. Both sides just trading ultimate skills. None of them really finding any mark. But a big jump in is not going to be comboed into as Forever try to get the heavy. A back throw incident here from Yosonar. Oh my gosh, the spot dodge as well. We had a safe air DP, and we don't react. We get guard crushed, and that is it. Forever. We'll take it 2-0 over Yosonar. Lucilius is here to play. Just thought of one, and is gonna go with me to my grave as we are looking at Merp and Ktang, two of our primetime runners. Both of these players undefeated so far in the latter portion, but even gods must fall, and let's see who is going to bend the knee first.
Ooh, great anti-air right there with the close heavy. Alright, things looking okay for Ktang, but when that Merp gets anything going, it really feels like it can change so fast.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it Merp that we got to see fight against Dragalia earlier? No, it was a different player.
No, it was Merp.
It was Merp, yeah. So now we get to see the same matchup with Cagliostro piloted by Merp, but now we get to see Ktang's Narmaya, right? Which is probably one of the standout Narmayas in the North American region. Dragalia on that grind. Certainly up there for consideration, but I think everyone, I mean, you look at chat, King Kevin Tang. I mean, that's just him. He be him.
Yeah. For sure, Ktang has been playing on this Narmaya and been doing really well since Rising had dropped. Really been probably one of the pioneers to show just how well this character can be played. But even still, you're having to fight against Merp, which is probably the same exact thing, but for Cagliostro. And I cannot believe I forgot that, yeah, Air Spare Body is going to teleport behind the player. So because of the Crescent Moon teleport, interactions are weird.
Interactions are weird, and because of it, Merp is definitely getting the high end of this, and now Ktang in that chip damage range. We capitalize on it with our last skill off a cooldown, the Alexandria. Well executed by Merp to create a hard situation for Ktang to navigate. Oh, we didn't get the jab check on that one. I think Ktang did have the Sorin drawn, so we were in our free flutter stance, if I have my names right. Nice, excellent guard against that class situation. Ktang trying to find these hits with the Crescent Moon.
I want to mention that was an attempt at an air throw for Merp just to try to catch the Crescent Moon. So I wonder if we'll see any more of that. I know we saw that once against Dragalia, but might not get to see it for this round. Merp once again in this corner. Never mind. 2L Raging Strike. Just the one hit confirmed, looking pretty good. Okay. Catches the jump. Probably wanted to go for a spare body. Goes for it here just to get out of that pressure. They've countered back. Still wanting their turn. Now, just needs a little bit more from both players. And with 0 BP too, Merp. This is going to be some good damage, and there's a kill. Merp taking game number 1. Yeah,
Okay.
Merp did not have too much meter. Was using it on some of these ultimate skills. No BP from basically either player, so it was a great opportunity to go for that Raging Strike right there.
Wow, and look at that mash as well from Merp, perfectly calling out the gap in Ktang's pressure. Data was not tight enough to get Frame Trap in there. getting pushed towards the corner. The aerial Mihens are going to be able to trigger, and now Ktang is eating a bit of damage here. Merp, though, has to find the next hit. We get the throw shimmy as well with the spare body at point-blank range, and Merp so far, it almost feels like they're having less trouble against Ktang than they did against Dragalia.
Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. Ktang's defense is not necessarily their strong suit. It generally comes from how well they're able to keep the momentum on their offense for as long as possible. So if we can just see Ktang get in, things might be able to change. But Merp right now just doing such a great job of holding the neutral. Ooh, and a great hit with the far heavy too. This is so much damage. And cashing out into the SBA. And getting rid of a BP from Ktang. One less guard cancel if they wanted to go for it.
Multiple traps to make sure Ktang is locked down. This is looking very grim for the Narmaya army. For the King's subjects, the overhead, one more hit will do the trick. Can Ktang navigate this? No. They get checked by the 2U from Merp, and that is it. 2-0.
And on stream right now. This character, always fun to watch. And JrJam, in my opinion, probably the best Lowain player out there. So it's going to be an interesting one.
Yep, of course, Lowain with several changes. If Shao is going to give JrJam the time to actually show them off, we do get the punish right here. Jam is going to go into the Raging Strike and Chain. It is a bit of reduced damage for the combo now. You can see actually like the Catalina being whiffing right there. One of the adjustments is to its startup, and so some of these timings that were auto-time before are now a little trickier to actually get that zoning pressure on these knockdowns. So just keep in mind about that one. Very cheeky throw. I love it when you pair it with the missiles.
Oh, jumping over the 2-2U as well. JrJam also just kind of fearless, getting in a lot of these food items, but even still, Shao finally getting an opportunity here in this corner. Has the SSBA, gonna be spending it here. Look at all that damage, and this is 0 BP for JrJam. That's an extra like 30% damage right now. That's 50% just gone, but we do have the HPA. Can you play the game? Doesn't seem like you can. And there's the kill for JrJam.
Plenty of changes to the humid pyramid attack as well. You'll be seeing it with the extended range of the low strike. You can get some pretty impressive juggles, coast-to-coast combos with it, depending on your hit and starter. JrJam is set up for this corner. Does not bait the DP. We saw this before from Shao, right? Very aggressive with their use of that reversal. We'll see if JrJam can be able to call out EX Tommy. Pull him on up, tap him on down. Awesome sauce with the combos. Human pyramid attack to finish him off. Very smooth.
Yeah, JrJam showing off with this Lowain. Still very nice. I feel like they're very consistent on a character whose main gimmick is to be kind of inconsistent. So it is one of the more fun things about getting to watch JrJam. It just feels like they're always right like that, getting around the DP, knowing that it's like they've been seeing as the bros come out, they're wanting to press something just to take out the bros and see about catching JrJam with it. But JrJam just absolutely ready for it. Yeah, he also taking another BP away from Shao. Shao down to their last brave point. HPA gonna be catching the DP right here.
That was so slick! Going in with the EX Sammy and Tommy and then seeing the start of the DP and saying, nah, boys, forget about it. We take her together. And then just able to get an easy punish. Yeah.
Like I said, wanting to get rid of the bros once they come out and everything. It just means that JrJam's getting so many opportunities here.
Oh, and the missiles actually. Yeah. And that actually kept Shao off of JrJam for a moment, but still, Shao finds the next blow. Combo limit's going to get reached. We tech the throw. We do get a counter hit on plus situation. And look at this immediate human pyramid attack. Shao tried to throw, and look at this launch. Hey, don't try this at home.
And the reset as well. Oh, no. But life is about even. If Shao actually gets their hit here, this could be it.
Speak of it, and Shelby.
There we go. Shao putting a round on the board for themselves. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You manifesting those hits, they certainly can.
Very true.
Finally found a Belial. You know, commentators' blessings and curse. You made it work. Riding free, that DP again. Okay, Shao is once again going for their very aggressive playstyle with the DPs, but JrJam's going to set up the missiles, eat plenty of food, tons of life back. He's almost back to full HP right now.
It is back to full HP, and my goodness, getting another hit, making that life difference matter even more. Good blocks for Shao right there, but even still has to get through this HPA now. Can you block forever? Just get around it. No! Finally gets opened up. Now. Air throw, my goodness.
All over it. Shao has to find a way through this. Has the Delta Clock online. Will be able to use this to convert and stabilize. Super Skybound Art's going to come through as well. Beatrix going to hit him with the blast.
Look at that extra damage as well. 0 BP for JrJam. That's a ton of damage. Only has 50 meter. Can't HPA here. Oh, the throw. They're
Not
still
enough.
alive.
But it possibly a chip kill range. But look at this. They're going to send out Sammy and Tommy. Get the Catalina bot. And here she comes. Iggy's on! Can Shao weather this storm? No, the timing on the dodge!
Yeah, wanted to dodge the lightning ball, did not want to try to...
That separate us from victory and defeat. But right now, let's come together again as we have KoffiPot on everybody's favorite bad boy. You're farming up for that battle pass, y'all. Belial and Rawk, well, he's sore as today. Playing rock, paper, scissors, only Rawk.
I mean, can you blame them with a fist like Soriz? Rawk always seems to be the good answer. Still going through. Over back to this corner. The damage is looking pretty high. Can they get another hit? There's a throw. One more combo will be able to do it if they can land it. Oh, just heal with the Raging Strike.
Unfortunate outcome right there. KoffiPot, had they had a guard crush, could have responded with a Raging Strike or a Brave counter, spending another point to relieve the situation. But instead, got caught for it. Now Rawk demonstrating some of the changes. Swords' 5U, able to build up more stocks quickly, but not using the follow-up, actually. There it is right there. Now we're up to 5 stocks. We are maxed out on our defensive modifier. This is as tanky as Swords gets.
We were able to get that SBA transform. Sword is going to be looking extremely strong. But for now, using it for that DP, getting the flex once again. Too far for the throw.
Oh, and the whip sequences right there. DP actually going to be able to punish. Rawk gets caught by the fireball. Not a conversion available for KoffiPot, though, in that instance anyway. Or at the very least, they didn't find it. Oh, and try to link into the new 6XL change where you get the close, medium, triple attack sequence, but just too far out. Got the 5M instead. And nice reversal there from Rawk to check the plus frames. Game 1, over to Rawk.
Working out pretty nice for Rawk. Getting a lot of these stacks early on really does make a big difference for Soriz. Just able to just tank so many more hits. Ooh, 2 stacks already.
Catching at the ankle. Oh, and this is big, actually. That new 6.6 heavy, I believe it has a little more range to it, but also has earlier armor frames. That I do know for sure. It was like almost cut in half. Like it was like frame 16 before on a frame 20 move, and now it's like frame 9. So much opportunities to use that as a skip neutral tool. And look at this, just going for the throw afterwards.
KoffiPot looking pretty dang low. Again, Rawk getting their pressure. Doesn't seem like KoffiPot knows where the plus frames are. Rawk taking another round. Moving on, match point. See if they can continue up with this. Once again, plus frames does block it this time. But yeah, just the use of the 5U right there. Just to kind of catch KoffiPot off guard on when they want to take their turn back. Once again,
stealing the turn back with Muscle Fury. Close heavy, no confirm. KoffiPot does find the DP and the 6XL. Now we get the full link right here. We can do plenty of things here. We're going to keep the combo simple. We want to save our resources for the next hit. Throw comes through. Get a safe jump, and we're going to alleviate pressure. KoffiPot with the wake-up throw is going to catch. Now the command throw as well. Rawk is in a very dangerous position. However, finds a hit. Macho ultimatum.
Oh, that was dangerous, and another dangerous move. Getting rid of the BP from Rawk, but we're getting the... Oh, no, the demon. I can't believe it. Oh, you don't get to see it very often, but that is a command grant. Vane, a character almost never seen in bracket, I feel. This character did get some nice changes, some good buffs. Now has a little bit better combos in the mid-screen. Has, I think, a little bit better pressure now that energy destruction, I think, is just even on block.
Yes. Changes a lot.
And
my apologies.
no. But for something that I just realized, this is actually Pico, a great Melty Blood type Lumina player as well. So kind of interested to see them in Granblue right now. It'd be fun to actually just get to see them play this.
Yeah, indeed. Should be pretty cool overall. We did get to see, I think it might have been, was it JrJam? I'm trying to remember. There was a Vane that we got to see in the top 8 of TNS for the first patch 1.5 tournament. So a little short-lived run, went out at 7th place. Someone has the name in the chat. Do remind me at the moment. I got too much in my brain. Pico, though, with the ultimate shield is going to stop the fireball. Check Bad Boy Ray on this Grand. Grand saw a few buffs in the patch, right? His DP had like a quality of life change where now you don't have to be knowledge checked by, oh, it multi-hits and there's a gap between them. Now you just block it all the way through. But his 5U saw a couple of credible changes, so it's actually has some potential as a decent part of his pressure options now. So let's see if Bad Boy Ray has those on deck. Pico with the ultimate reversal, though. It's going to stop any of that offense. There it is, right? Like these new energy of destructions. Just keep things in check. And I mean, Pico's so willing to be aggressive, right? You're -0 instead of -6 now. So at these long ranges that Vane loves to play at, you're just more inclined to keep on the bullying.
Exactly, and it also can just get some of these kills from that farther range. It adds up a ton of chip. It just sorts out so much better. And it really does make it so a lot of people are a bit more scared to approach. It means that you kind of want to be jumping a bit more. And Vane actually has a still pretty decent anti-air, so you might have to see Bad Boy Ray just go for some more jumps in neutral. But for now, still just going in with the 6-6M lows. Still a great way for Grant to just kind of play that footsie game.
All right, but now Pico corners himself. Not much of a follow-up there from Bad Boy, but he's able to get the throw on him, actually. Put him towards that corner spot. Wild Beat just going to get a little bit of pressure here. Massive 2H. And there it is with our stabilized combos. Medium version. Will lead into a full kill, actually, for Pico. Excellent demonstration on the new utility of arm destruction.
Yeah, some of the nice routings that you can get off of it really, really does help just getting out some of the damage that Vane should be known for. Like, this character should be able to do some really great damage. And so it's nice to actually see him get to do it for once.
Oh, we just eat the jump in as well, not blocking the overhead safe jump. Pico gonna go get a full combo here into the super. Plenty of damage here. Bad Boy Ray basically in a guess game situation. And again, the second jump in. Bad Boy Ray just rocking up with that Grimnir. Be excited to see how these mix-up monsters try to blend one another.
My goodness. It's going to be the first Grimnir we get to see tonight. This character did get some changes, and admittedly, I'm not the most knowledgeable on them.
Okay.
Didn't seem like too much was changed, but like, it seems like he's more... Like, it seemed like he's now less damaged just because of how they treated the fuzzy overhead. Now going to be getting some extra damage scaling on it.
Yep, so that is a little weaker from overall. His 5 heavy, or his far heavy, excuse me, did see like a small reduction to active frames on the first hit. So the great, anti-poke tool of it. It used to have 5 active frames, now it only has 2. So it's a little worse, but it's still very effective. We got to see Zane get a great hit, and it's still Grimnir's best button by far. His ultimate tornado now goes full screen very quickly. It's like a 20, like he takes 22 frames or something across the entire screen, and he's able to convert into the ultimate Deathrite Tempest. You can actually use the medium version of Deathrite Tempest as a meaty now because it's able to be more plus the farther out it is. So on some of these big knockdown ranges, you might see Zane go for that option just instead of a plus unblock meaty with it, keeping Grimnir's pressure going. Another change you will see as well He has some impa buffers after his dashes in the air, so it's a little easier for him to do his pressure, get his route, so that's a little more stable, as well as the increased timer on his EX seals. By 10 seconds, it does change the combo routes he has to do in the corner. They have to be a little longer, so some extra filler, just like we got some extra filler to the match arena. $10 from Kreasovan. Thank you so much. We are now up to $26.75. Thank you so much for that. Zane gonna go for the throw here. Xenzri has to guess correctly. The fuzzy comes through. Who cares about damage scaling if you're dead at hit number 3?
Yeah, very, very nice. Showing off that this character still has quite the mixed potential. Especially, as you mentioned, these are two different types of mixed characters. So Xenzri having to deal with the taste of their own medicine in a sense. Let's try to block this mix. It is a little bit more difficult since it is a lot more high-lows rather than just left-rights from Lancelot. And while there is a block button, it does not block high-lows for you. So
Indeed. That's one of the things why a high-low mix-up in this game is still a coveted thing to have. Very few characters can make full use of it. Out of the entire cast, there's like 3 off the top of my head that I can think that can do like a fuzzy setup. Grimnir, Zeta, Ferry. So you don't really get many of those while rising overheads, and that's for everybody else. There was one character who could put you in true high-low before, and she can no longer do that. There's a lot that character can't do anymore. Lest I say her name, she will forever be, you know, she who must not be named. Oh, what a mash, though, by Xenzri, able to catch Zane here. And with the Raging Strike and Chain, he's not going to actually get the kill. We drop the combo and give Zane another opportunity.
Ooh. Yeah, just the light mash. Xenzri taking around for themselves. Well, able to really keep it up. Has to really find a good way in. Good job actually just keeping Zane away from their seals right here, though. That's kind of what you want to do. And once again, just the rising JL just to keep Zane away. But the moment Zane has an opportunity, just taking the long way around, just, you know, taking a scenic route all the way to the corner here. Into the full combo SDA. Oh my goodness. And holding the button as well. Getting the boy failure right there, but still in this corner, keeping the pressure up, and the throw takes it.
Extra 30% damage, able to close out Xenzri's life. And in that round, we got to see a couple of changes of Grimnir come into effect. His Gale Force dashes now, if they hit a grounded opponent, they don't launch them, so he's able to get grounded combos and extension if he finds a blow with them. So that might have been a new thing. Plus, a lot of the hit stun has been unified across the version. Some of them had different like lengths of it and whatnot. Now they all except for the up one behave largely the same. But we also got to see the dash heavy link in Zane's combos with the extra range from that normal. Certainly able to pull that off in more situations near the corner to extend combo. Zane now going to set up the seals once again. Massive 2H here. He's got Skybound Art on deck. He will spend it now early on to stop it from scaling the combo. He's going to hold the button as well to get the cute little animation. And Zane will take it 2-0 over Xenzri to go on that 4th extra shoot. And then there's rock, paper, scissors, a silent shoot. So like there's just different ways that you can go into your final throw out your options things. I'm like, what is this? That was crazy. 20 options as well, Khalil, that's crazy. But here we go. We got BLaggen and Legwig Y. Or Legwig Wee.
I'm gonna go with Wee because it sounds better.
I kind of like Legwig Wee. Wee!
They went in 2 different directions. One was just having fun, the other one was French.
Oh, I don't know. French is on my mind. Gojira finally dropped their Asura studio version, a song they performed at the Olympics, so I am just moshing to that all the time. And here comes BLaggen, able to close up shop, taking round 1 fairly convincingly, but let's see if Legwig is going to be able to show off. Catalina, a character who received some very important buffs to her 5U to make it a functional tool, but this 2H will function as the anti-air for now. Iscariot for the blade level. We're going to set up some plus frames on knockdown.
Still, BLaggen looking pretty nice. That's one of the nice changes about that 5U. Eating up 1 hit actually increases some of the charge on it, making it a lot better to get some of these combos in the mid-screen.
You pretty much get consistent punishes and extensions here. Oh, nice cancel there. BLaggen was able to tech the throw. A DB comes through, using the Tessera to evade some of these pokes from the Catalina. And there it is again. They trade. Spot dodge to avoid Iblis.
Legwig still just needing to find their way in, but yeah, the plus frames, getting the counter hit. BLaggen finding the kill, getting the first game. Let's see.
Not sure if Legwig was like immediately mashing and wasn't aware that it was plus on block, but it almost felt like they hesitated for a moment of maybe I can challenge with something. Oh, but BLaggen, excellent back throw on Catalina's light wall dash up cancel. Trying to find the next opportunity here, but close to the corner.
Could have converted off that, but it was a little bit too low, I think. Now, BLaggen, yeah, finding their opportunity, so Legwig decided to just go for the BC. Does not want to hold pressure for too long.
It's Soriz using the stance on knockdown to generate a little more blade gauge. Throwing some projectiles. Light is scary as well. We're going to throw the Iblis. Almost that blade level 5. The back throw incident, though. Can you make it count, Legwig?
Has to really make this work right here. No anti-air right there. BLaggen should take the opportunity. The 2U whiffs, though. All right. Another chance. Legwig getting so many of them right here.
But the 5L, Legwig too far and not in time to get a proper meaty on BLaggen, so they get checked by the jab. It's been super close on the rounds, but Legwig just has not been able to really capitalize off of their hits. We get a short little combo here, a throw as well. Finally, some momentum going Legwig's way.
Let's check on the throw right there. We're gonna have to make some stuff happen. Okay. Projectiles for a little bit. Yeah. I do like that they're just kind of holding on for a little. Whoa, okay. Just not even worrying about that light wall. BLaggen taking this over to the corner, but the back throw incident. Okay, Legwig has an opportunity. No anti-airs. We're not really waiting out some of these jumps. Still. Can really make it work.
Holding on to this corner positioning. Excellent tester right there to avoid some of the pokes. But we get knocked down by the ultimate Iblis. BLaggen trying to find the frame trap. We're not budging just yet. Keeping this offense through, using the dash heavy from Catalina. And BLaggen almost this blade level 5 as well. We'll have the shortest possible cooldowns. And we hit level 5, but we didn't get the combo right there. I'm actually not sure. I think you have to be in level 5 before you go into the Ascaria to get the new ground launch that lets you combo off of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually something I'm going to have to double check. Oh my gosh, the throw shimmy from Tessera, not quite in time to catch, but Legwig getting pushed down into chip kill range. And there it is. BLaggen finds the final mark, and it may have been 2-0, but damn, it's ring text with, hey, Versusia's here. Let's go.
My goodness, gets to see them for the first time. And they're using the Belial color. Great character from the gacha. I'm honestly very happy to see the color come through, but right now, into the game, Vermilion doing a pretty good job just kind of holding Ringtex down. Ringtex did get the little install buff that will help them with some of their other skills, and it will help them here in this combo as well. Let's see. Using just so many of the skills and the little safe jump reset. Using the 5U.
So tricky.
Getting so much more damage out of this. Look at this. Are we going to cash out? Yes, we do. Into the SBA, linked it as well, so extra damage. My goodness, that's pretty nice.
Okay,
in this perfect spot not to get hit by those bombs either.
No, but look at this. Vermilion gets caught by the Raging Strike. We'll spend the Brave Point gauge to get him off, and a back throw from Ringtext is going to take Vermilion down for round 1 of what should be a very intense set. Ringtext using the anti-air. Now look at this full screen zoning. Gonna apply the buff once more. Using it right there just to extend our grounded combo. And again, we're going for like these weird little jumping setups. The wire from 2B's gonna close the gap. Vermilion now with a chance for offense. Gonna wire once more and gets whiff punish, committing to that second hit of standing 5M. Standing 5M. Okay, I've just, repeated myself. I did my streets and my anime notation. Mangaka, one or the other. Make up your mind.
Ooh, try to go for the really slow dashing overhead, but Vermilion just ready with the DP. Ringtex can just kind of sit here in the corner for a while. Doesn't have to worry too much. Has quite a big life lead. But they can't get hit too many times. This actually can change up the game state a little bit, but drops the combo. That could be very big. And yeah, the 236H, the pillar coming through. Ringtex taking game number 1.
Battle 1.
In those end of round situations, and your opponent has very little life left, having an 18-frame startup full screen tracking projectile is pretty good to have, I would say. And Vermilion not respecting that threat, did get caught out, but now he's going to be putting some respect on his name with these combos of 2Bs, catching with the low. Going to launch as well, skill gauge, slowly regenerating during this combo. We're going to get 2 of our bars back. No anti-air on that jump in. It's a brave counter instead to push Ringtex into the corner. Correctly reads the DP and baits it. Vermilion now feels like the script has been reversed. Shoes on the other foot.
That round went by so extremely fast right there. Vermilion, once they get into that driver's seat, seems like they're really comfortable with how they want to go with pressure. So it's really just going to be all about getting in. And I mean, it makes sense. Versusia, pretty slow as a character, has a bunch of plus frames to work with and some great range, but at the same time, if you can just get in, it shouldn't be that big of an issue, especially for 2B. Look at that, just the extra range as well from her own buttons. Helping out a lot here. But DP comes through. They said it at least a little bit.
Trying to find the next blow. It's going to be Vermilion. Early cash out as well. We have full skill gauge and everything, so bit of a weird choice. Definitely could have done a little bit more in terms of the combo routing, I think, but nice whiff punish. Drops the combo at the wire, but a little backwalk will bait out the throw tech from Ringtex. We saw that back throw near the corner in the previous round, so Vermilion scouts it out in the scramble, and all of a sudden, we're tied up here, Koyo.
Can't believe it. A shimmy in my Grand Blue? That doesn't happen every day, huh?
Shimmy, shimmy, I got a shimmy. Why didn't you just mash instead, Ringtex? Press the buttons. Oh, here we go. We're pressing buttons all right, and they're comboing. This damage pretty good.
Yeah, and gets the stock as well, so their next hit will be even better if they can get one, though. Vermilion looking pretty... Oh, never mind. That 2M, such great range. This should be a kill with the SBA. Ringtex in the round for themselves. All right. Still in it.
Well,
Getting onto that match point here.
Battle 2. Engage.
Trying to see if they can scout out a jump for Vermilion, and that's, once again, that pillar so fast and full screen really does help Versusia get her stack early on in the match.
No anti-air on the jumping, but can be hard to be. Plethora of air movement options. And look at this. Vermilion went for the shimmy again, and Ringtex this time goes for the mash. And very interesting thing about Versusia, she doesn't actually have a close light. She just has a 5L, and at all ranges it can chain into her triple attack sequence. So it's a little unusual behavior for the character to have, but I think one that she generally appreciates.
Yeah, only like 3 characters have that. Narmaya, Lancelot, Versusia. My goodness. Okay, Vermilion getting their last few hits, just needs one more. Okay, still just getting them away. Oh, nice hit, but even still, Volt is now there. You have to watch out for at least a little bit. Chip is gonna add up pretty fast. Vermilion staying safe, using the 5U extra follow-up. Doesn't get a punish. Okay, yeah, had to dodge that pod just a little bit more for Vermilion. Catches the install right there. Now, on to last game, last round.
All right, trying to find the next hit. It's the cross-up hit for Vermilion, catching the whiff. Timing on Ringtex is normal. Now we're just trying to bully with these assaults. Gonna be able to get a full combo launch here as well. Linking into 2 of the multi-strike protocols to regenerate some of that skill gauge. And now Ringtex trying to find the next opportunity here as it's final game, final round. And then this late in the bracket, every win counts for your placement towards this top 8. Vermilion now has the opportunity to do something very funny. Not quite getting these hits.
Ooh. And just the spacing trap as well. Just trying to press on that 5.
Gets up in whose face? First and more ferociously.
Now this could actually be pretty interesting. While Ferry does have some better zoning tools, I feel, Vane does have the shield, which can make it a little bit more difficult for Ferry to really be able to play at that further range. And when it comes to these close ranges, Vane does still have it pretty nice. having at least a little bit faster buttons and a lot better damage. Like here, we're probably going to be seeing some good damage. Probably going to cash out into the SBA. This is going to be one more touch. Throw will do it as well.
Yeah, but look at this. Iago able to find a couple of pokes, side swap into the corner. Ferry's not really able to safely escape the corner with a dash heavy anymore, but on hit, she's able to get that same potential opportunity. What a bait on the Raging Strike, but there's no combo to follow up. Iago has Pico in the blender, goes for the next throw. Doesn't manage to deal with it. Here comes the super. Time for some pressure. And the fuzzy overhead. Reduce scaling, whatever. We can get the kill off of this, no doubt. Oh, the combo limit got hit. Ooh, we barely get nicked. It's madness now. Who's going to get the next final blow? It's chip kill range for Pico. But the energy destruction!
From up top? Oh no, I can't believe that. Also catching, I think, an extended hurt box from Iago. Really sad right there for them, but even still, going on to the next round, playing a lot faster, wants to keep it at that zoning range, and gets this good hit here. And another GG setup. Can't really combo into GG, but either way, just trying to keep Pico now in this corner. How long can they really do that, though? Gonna have to worry. Nice jump out, and yeah, it's gonna be a little unfortunate. Ferry's anti-airs are not really gonna be helpful in that situation. Pico cashing out for as much as they want.
Yep, all their skills except all for one, or one for all, excuse me. And my Hero Academia powers backwards. Oh my god, what a run-up! Just going under the ball says, I'm nowhere near that. I be the baller, and you're my ball.
Don't believe it. I think the triple attack also slightly moved Pico up, so it really did help dodge the ball too.
God, absolutely crazy sequence there.
Let's see. Iago still not feeling too bad. Misses the 2H though, unfortunate. But now, Pico showing off some of the new routes, using that arm destruction as well. But the pull into the corner, blocking the GG. But yeah, just using these energy destructions, not worrying too much. Thought they had GG, didn't really have it, so it's the meaty.
Send out the medium GG, has better full screen tracking. Got to see its effectiveness at mid-range. And look at this, right? Like Pico able to actually block after whiffing the energy destruction. Might have been a change as a result of the buff to that normal, or that special move, excuse me, in this patch. Iago trying to find the next opportunity. Excellent spot dodge. That's the ultimate energy destruction. Still checking Pico's approaches. Side swap into the GG. Set up the orb. Welcome to the mix zone. Going for several lows. A last moment overhead, but no conversion available. We tech the throw with buttons. Pico sniped by the ultimate Beppo. Iago going for what is honestly probably Ferry's best anti-air option in this version of the game. Close that round.
Yeah, especially considering they increased some of the pushback on the Beppo specials, so it actually does work better as an anti-air, especially considering her 2H alongside now her far H and far M are air blockable, so it's one of the better ways of just being able to stay safe after a jump in.
Look at this, Pico able to defend against all the mix up there from Iago. Block the fuzzy overhead, block the attempted shimmy with the dive kick special. And here we go, Iago now, let's see what we got here. No combo, we just had a setup. I'm not sure if it was a combo drop or a setup that went awry, but here comes Pico, energy destruction to get a little bit of offense going. Brave points spent to reset things to neutral, where Iago seems to have an advantage at the moment.
Oh, and the dive kick getting around the Brave counter as well. One more hit. Chip is also available here. Sends the ultimate GG. Pico not expecting it. There we go. A game for Iago, game for Pico. Game number 3. Who will it go to?
Find out right here. Both sides have been fighting pretty impressive for this one. Able to demonstrate some of the changes. Still not really seeing Iago utilize very super buffs to go for some smooth looking combo routes, but
it is a little hard to hit some of those routes. They are a little bit more technical.
Of course, of course. Side swap.
Nice stuff. Yeah, the side swap pull, I feel, has been like one of the biggest changes that Ferry has gotten. That's been really just been on full display. That side swap really does help. Not even just really better screen positioning, but also helps get GG out a little bit easier. And
right.
spinning the meter on the orb. What do we get? Overhead conversion. There we go. Iago. Just one round away now.
Battle 2.
Good opportunity here for Iago with the depressed Ferry, if you will. The situation's definitely got me depressed for her, but I'm able to make the best of them more often than not. Nice sweep though from Pico. We're gonna get the jump and pressure. But simple walk back and trying to close the gap once more.
Ooh, hit right over the shield and everything. Tried to go for the anti-air Beppo. And still, nice block on the instant overhead.
Tag him there.
Though.
All right, Iago down to a single brave point, able to walk back against the energy destruction. Ultimate all for one. One for all. I did it backwards again. That's crazy. Can Iago finish the combo? No. Go for one last hit. I think we had some damage left, but we just stay low. We just keep pressing, and Pico will be frame trapped to death as Iago is on the board for Ferry. Match of the latter portion of the bracket up against the legend themselves. Nothing. Piloting Granblue's newest grappler, La Diva, because she grapples you now.
Yeah. Before, used to act kind of like a strike character, and I feel like Nothing used to be really good at just getting all those strikes and doing as much damage as possible. Now has been also showing off that they do indeed play grapplers. It has been showing off that, yeah, La Diva does do some really nice stuff if she can get that grab, but right now, having a hard time really getting that grab through. Zane getting them to this corner. How long can you keep them there? The 6-6H starter? Okay.
Pretty cool.
No.
No, we didn't get a little weird on that interaction. Not sure if there's a misinput or something on Zane's part, or a deeper level of play that I did not appreciate in the moment.
Oh, sets up the seals. Goes with the JL as well, understanding that Nothing wanted to probably just stop them from getting to their own seal.
Yeah, and then look at this too. Zane able to get the counter hit against Nothing after the second headbutt. You do have to keep in mind that La Diva saw a couple of changes, some of them even nerfs at that, because now her headbutt on the second hit is now -2 instead of 0. So she's going to be losing her turn after she does these multiple headbutts time and time again. But Zane with the dash catches Nothing on the ground and was able to actually go into a full grounded combo. So all of that off of flying around in neutral. Pretty impressive stuff for Grimnir to receive.
0 BP right now for Nothing. Won't be able to have any raging strikes, so it's a little bit harder to combo, but even still, to find another hit. Zane just dashing through. There we go. Zane taking game number 1 against Nothing. Already showing off they're having a pretty good time either setting it back to neutral and just getting the seals set up, or just kind of getting around Nothing so it doesn't have to worry about being put into these strike throw situations. But right now, we're getting put into a raging strike guard crush, and we're going to be getting the full combo. Nothing looking pretty nice. Getting rid of 2 BP in the one combo.
My lord, Zane didn't even spend a brave point to stop that combo from happening. He just let it happen, and he basically lost the brave point he should have spent to prevent all the damage. Now Grimnir is in a one-touch situation. But look at this, we are able to get grounded hit, and look at this, Nothing finds the mash, closes down a round against Zane. Impressive stuff. Finally got a big snowballing round, but let's see if Nothing can get their hands on that again.
Here. Can we find it? That's a good counter hit to start things off, and a just extra deep run in 6XL. Getting the combo into the SPD.
Oh, and we tried
more.
Yeah, you can get a link off of the EX Jewel Resort screwdriver. I don't know, is that actually called screwdriver? Her SPD. You can get it. You can link into the Ultimate Air Command Throw afterwards, but it was a little tricky in my own practice with it, so I'm not surprised that Nothing missed that, unfortunately. Otherwise, could have been more damage. Zane could have been dead. It's like, what, 5.5k damage off of those 2 throws together?
That's a good amount of damage, but this is also looking like a pretty good amount of damage with only the 1 BP. Zane cashing out for the SSBA. Look at this damage. 0 BP now. This is probably going to be one more touch. Yeah. see. What's it gonna be? Baits it out just a little bit more time. Catches the ultimate headbutt with a throw.
Oh.
Zane on match point now.
They did have the double check. It is Jewel Resort Screwdriver, so yay, I remember some move names here and there. We're going to be setting up the seals. Zane just sort of playing the slow neutral, is able to get in, start a little bit of offense, goes for it yet again. Oh, and look at this, nothing.
Yeah.
Trying to escape from that situation. Zane able to catch with the projectile hits. Death right tempos will put nothing into the corner. Brave counter is spent. Now it's her turn, is what I would say for La Diva.
Yeah, now just getting put back into this corner. Baits out the guard cancel as well. Zane looking pretty good. Should be able to cash out into the SBA here. Get rid of the last BP. Now, nothing. Their only way of defense is probably going to be the ultimate headbutt. And we saw before, that's not necessarily the best way of getting around things. And Zane just taking it after all those dashes.